A picture is worth 1,000 words, but what is it really saying about you? Healing changes the way we see the picture, even when the picture itself never changes. Several years before my father died, my mom was receiving an award for her philanthropic work in the San Diego community. Our family dressed up for the occasion. I left before my dad arrived because our relationship had become so fractured that I didn't want to be in the same room with him. A couple of weeks later, my mom and I were looking through the photographs when I saw one of our entire family standing together, including me and my dad. There was just one problem. We weren't actually there at the same time. The photographer had photoshopped me into the picture. At the time, I saw a photograph that wasn't real. Today, I see something completely different. Before my father's passing, we had healed much of our relationship and found our way back to each other. That photograph became more than an edited image. It became a symbol of what was possible. I learned that choosing my purpose didn't mean sacrificing my family. Healing taught me humility, compassion, forgiveness, and an important lesson about leadership. Leadership isn't only about what you accomplish. It's about who you become while accomplishing it. Success can hide wounds. We often assume successful people have everything figured out. They don't. Someone can build a successful company while struggling internally. A student can achieve extraordinary grades while battling insecurity. A leader can inspire thousands while avoiding the conversation they most need to have with themselves. Success can hide wounds. We look at someone else's life and think, the grass is greener. But what if we're only looking at the grass and not the soil? Our past relationships and experiences can shape how we understand love, trust, conflict, and connection. But our past doesn't have to determine our future. At some point, we become responsible for what we do with what we were given. We can repeat patterns, or become conscious of them. We can blame, or choose responsibility. We can remain trapped in yesterday, or create something different today. That is where real freedom begins. Healing doesn't mean pretending something never happened. It means what happened no longer controls every decision you make today. When I look at that photograph now, I see something powerful. The photograph may not have been completely real, but the healing was real. The growth was real. The relationship was real. Leadership begins within. Two people can experience the same situation and walk away with completely different stories. One sees a challenge. Another sees an opportunity. One sees failure. Another sees feedback. So ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself? Is it helping you move forward, or keeping you attached to a version of yourself you've already outgrown? What if you changed? I can't. And what would make this possible? What if you stopped asking, why is this happening to me? And started asking, what is this teaching me? Conscious questions create conscious actions. And conscious actions create change. Your purpose isn't just about you. Your success isn't just about you. Your healing isn't just about you. When you become more whole, you have more capacity to serve. When you become more conscious, you have more capacity to lead. So perhaps the most important question isn't, how successful am I? It's, how much good am I creating with the success I have? Look at the picture again. Today, I no longer see a photoshopped image. I see a snapshot of a journey. I see where we were. I see where we went. I see what was possible. And most importantly, I see what healing made possible. What relationship needs your attention? What conversation have you been avoiding? What pattern are you ready to stop repeating? What part of your story are you ready to rewrite? The picture may be worth 1,000 words, but your life is writing millions of them. Make sure the story you are creating is one you are proud to live. How are you healing? Jedi mode activated.
What do you guys think?